What's up, everybody? It is your host, Edge, and I am back with another episode of Be Fucking Forreal, the show where I
might tell you a joke, but I never tell you a lie.
Okay, so this is episode 4, and I think I'm getting to a place where I'm going to stop counting the episodes. But I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in and rocking with me. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. It helps me out so much. It helps push my content to people who like to see this type of content. And yeah, I really appreciate it. Today's episode is absolutely insane. It's going to be a Reddit reaction. And just imagine you being in love, being head over heels, being engaged, and overhearing that your sister is in love with your fiance. Just imagine. Just imagine that for a second, okay? But we're going to jump right into it. I, 27 male, overheard my sister, 25 female, confess her love for my fiance, 30 male. How do I confront her? Punch that bitch in the face. I'm just kidding. Using a throwaway since I don't want to attach this to my main since some of my friends follow it too. Anyways, so I'll get into it. My friends recently hosted a little party / get together for my sister since she had been gone for a while in Florida with her boyfriend, but was coming back up north after they broke up. It had a few of our mutual friends along with some of her high school buddies and some cousins. My fiance and I had gotten there a bit late, but we were excited to join the celebration. And I was mostly happy to see my sister again, since she had been pretty distant and rarely texted or called. Nothing really happened other than some shots being poured and food being ordered, until it was getting late and people started getting really drunk. Since wedding planning has been exhausting, my fiance and I were going to leave early. To sum up a really quick moment, I had been walking to the bathroom and past the bedroom where I heard my sister crying into someone's arms. Originally, I was going to go see if I could help or comfort her, but then I heard my fiance's name and paused. I definitely think I was a jerk for listening in, but I was curious and a bit drunk myself. But from what I gathered, she was sobbing about how seeing my fiance made it all real again, and that she didn't want to deny her feelings anymore, especially now that he's getting married to me. What really stuck out to me was when she said that she just wanted him to notice her too. I left pretty quickly after that. Why would you leave? You need all the tea. Anytime I see a situation like that and it's like, I just couldn't take it, so I left. Oh, I want to see everything. I want to see everything. I'm mad I missed the beginning, but I'm damn sure not leaving before the end. Anyway, I left pretty quickly after that and haven't told anyone about what I heard. Maybe I never saw the signs, but she was always so polite and friendly with my fiance. She knew him before anyone else since we were high school sweethearts, and I came out to her first when I was struggling with my identity. It's just such a strange thing to hear this from her, but part of me wants to just blame it on being drunk brain. She's never said anything like this before, or even greeted him when we got to the party and they connected on a mutual interest for a bit. And she was so warm to me too. I want to confront her to see if she meant it, but I'm also just so terrified of the results of it all. My family has stayed drama-free, and I'd hate to ruin everything now that my sister just got back from being away. I really need advice on how to proceed and how to ask her about it without causing a scene. The party was a week ago, and I just feel sick whenever she messages me or calls me to ask about wedding stuff or just general chatting. So I know that I need to do something. Has anyone been in a situation like this before? TLDR. My sister confessed she couldn't deny her feelings about my fiance, and I don't know how to proceed. I think that's like to sum it all up. TLDR. I'm going to read the top comment first from this video before I go into the updates. It says, talk to your fiance first. See if he has any idea she felt this way or if she ever made odd comments that make sense with this information. Someone else said, whoa, what the fuck? I'm so sorry. I would definitely talk to her about it and be completely honest. Let her know you were on your way to the bathroom when you heard his name and thought maybe he did something bad. But when you heard more, you realized it was a private conversation and you shouldn't intervene. However, you can't ignore what you did here and want the honest truth from her, so there's no underlying fears or resentment on any sides. Let her know you're not mad at her or anything. You just need the truth so you can figure out a way to go forward together without any issues on the rise. Holding this in will only create a monster of anxiety and fear within you, and you wouldn't want to risk the situation escalating and creating a rift between you two, or a rise in drama with the family. Wishing you the best of luck. That was some sound advice. Someone said, I second this. Imagine how to live your marriage life knowing your sisters into your husband. Plus, it's a red flag. Can you really let it slide without thinking of anything between them in the future? So, yeah. I agree. He needs to talk to her. So, let's see if he did. Update. Hi again, everyone. I first want to thank all the people that responded. I really didn't expect to get so much advice. I probably would have still been panicking and bottling this up if you guys didn't help out. Unfortunately, it still went bad. But I'm glad I listened to you guys for it all. Also, to clarify a few things I saw people get confused on in the comments, my fiance is gay, and I never doubted his loyalty, which is why I barely mentioned him in the original post. I was mostly concerned about my sister since we had wanted her in the wedding party, so it was extra scary to hear she was crushing on my fiance. Along with that, I know a lot of you said to just leave it be. But for the reason above, along with my personal beliefs, I really didn't want to let it simmer. Which I agree, I wouldn't have let it be. Anyways, I ended up talking with my fiance the day after I made the post, once he got home from work and we were settled. I sort of word vomited at him, but I tried to remember the advice I had gotten. He was equally disturbed, probably a bit more since he has dealt with a similar situation at work once. We both definitely wanted to talk to her and just clear the air, and ended up making a little plan to meet her in the park. Originally, it was only going to be me, but my fiance wanted to stay nearby in the car. Oh Lord. He must be cute. Like, he having situations at work. The sister want him. Everybody wants your man.
Oh,
So,
you even cuter than your baby picture.
So yesterday I texted her and we met. Honestly, I'm still recovering from everything she said to me, so I won't repeat much of it here. The basic gist is that once we chatted for a bit, I brought it up gently that I had heard her at the reunion party and wanted to communicate with her about the things she said. One thing I didn't feel the need to mention in the original post was that I am also a transgender man. You should have mentioned that in the original post. Like, that changes things. That changes the dynamics, because sister dynamics is different than sister brother dynamics, okay? And you were giving sister brother dynamics in a situation that for your sister is a sister dynamic. You get what I'm saying? You get what like you were once her sister. So for her, it's like you're choosing her over me. I completely get it. I, respect and completely understand you being a transgender man, being a man, period. But the dynamics between siblings are different than between strangers. For us, you're a guy. We were introduced to you as a guy. So when we hear the story, we're hearing it with that sister brother dynamic in our mind, but that wasn't your sister's reality. So for us to understand her better or get a better idea of her, we needed all the facts. But thank you for mentioning it now. Okay, sorry that I went on a rant. One thing I didn't feel the need to mention in the original post was that I am also a transgender man. It didn't matter to the issue, or at least I thought it didn't. However, once I asked my sister, she started on a whole tirade with a lot of right-wing talking points. Mostly that she didn't get why my fiance was settled for a confused girl rather than someone like her. See? And admitting that yes, she has feelings for him since she thinks he deserves better than me. I didn't say much to her, but once I realized what was going on, I just said that I was done and left. I really don't know how she's changed so much since the girl I grew up with. She used to be super supportive, which she even acknowledged, and she said she was just as lost as I am. After that, I was just a mess, so I apologized for not updating sooner. My sister is living with my parents while she works to get a job in the new area. She's also started telling them about the conversation. Both of my parents don't want to get involved, which I understand, and I tried texting her to tell her to stop bothering them, but she blocked me, so I guess that's that. My fiance wants to cut her off from the wedding as a whole, and I'm just leaning on him as a pillar right now. I wish this was a happier update, and I still really don't know what to do. Still, thank you for all the advice you gave, and if you guys have any advice on how to deal with this issue, I'd take it. Is there a way to get through to her? Let's go to the comments before I give my opinion. Oh man, I am so sorry. Her thinking she's better is disgusting. You need to cut her out of the wedding and uninvite her. I'm honestly pissed at your parents too. They should be calling out her transphobia and shitty behavior. I will not speak with her again. I hope she gets therapy and genuinely apologizes one day. As for you and your fiance, I'm glad he's such a supportive partner. I wish you both well on your adventure together. Toger sucks said to that comment, she cannot be trusted not to make a scene at the wedding. Disinvite her, have security there. Honestly, I wouldn't involve her in your life at all unless she went through some serious therapy and offered both you and your fiance a sincere apology. Even that prospect shouldn't be entertained until after the wedding, because you can't be sure she isn't just trying to say and do the right thing to get back into being invited. OP, you should have some conversations with mutual friends about this as well. If she was crying into one of their arms at the party, it's likely her feelings and beliefs towards you have come up in the past. I agree with that. So OP said to that comment, my fiance said a similar thing, that she might make a scene, and I think I'm starting to agree seeing all these comments. Unfortunately, the girl she was crying into at the party was one of her closer friends, so I doubt I'd get anywhere if I tried to find her. I personally feel like she has her feelings. Whatever she's been holding on to, those are her feelings. They're valid, whatever. But your feelings are valid. And the fact that this is your wedding, I would not risk. First of all, you don't want people there who don't like you, number one. And you damn sure don't want anybody there that feels like the person that you're marrying deserves better than you.
All of you jealous, ugly bitches can kiss my fabulous, very perky black ass. And yes, William, today, you're one of those bitches.
Oh, does he really? You're uninvited. It doesn't matter who you are, sister, cousin, brother, uncle. You can go. You can go. I don't need you here. So definitely uninvite her. Definitely not even have it on your mind until after your big day. This is your time to be happy. She went off. She went to college. She lived her life. She came back home, and she came into your moment. She came into your moment. So you enjoy your day. You enjoy your planning. You enjoy your gathering, and you deal with that shit later. So as far as the parents go, I feel like they're in between a rock and a hard place, especially depending on how they feel about the whole transition and relationship and things like that. I believe that they're just like hands off, because I don't want to say the wrong thing to either party. I don't want to invalidate your feelings and hurt your feelings by taking her side, but I also don't want to invalidate her feelings and, her experiences and take your side. You guys have to figure out how to work this out amongst adults. Now, I believe that the parents probably said something along the lines of, this is still your sibling, and at minimum, you can respect how they feel, respect who they are, and love them regardless. People are allowed to feel how they feel, but you have to respect other people, and I don't think she disrespected him by venting to her friend. You just happen to hear, and some things are meant to be kept on the low. Like if she burst into the party and was like, bump this, he should be with me, he shouldn't be with you, then I would be like, okay, yeah, fuck that bitch. But she is allowed to have her feelings, and she is allowed to express those feelings, whether you agree or disagree with how she feels. But you don't have to allow her to partake in a special day for you and your fiance while she's in love with your fiance. I'm gonna read one more comment and go on to the next update. Okay, someone responded to OP's comment and said this might be the time to put out a mass text that essentially says sister is not a part of my wedding and is not invited because she made a pass at fiance. Her actions made both of us uncomfortable, and sister has made it clear she does not support our marriage. If you try to change our minds, you will also be uninvited. Our wedding is a joyous event for fiance and me, and we will not tolerate the presence of anyone who does not support and celebrate our marriage. That would be a lie to put that in the text message, because she never made a pass at him. She never outright disrespected you. She never tried to get with him on the low. She just felt some jealousy and some insecurity, and she felt that inside, and you happen to hear it. So she didn't make a pass. So I kind of disagree with that, because she didn't make a pass. So another comment says slightly edit pass at fiance and denied my humanity. The rest is perfection. Right. I don't know if I made a pass is the right wording. I feel like that would involve actually trying to kiss him, or at least confessing her love to him instead of to her other friend. There's no reason for OP to exaggerate, and doing so could call her other 100% true claims into question. His other 100% true claims into question. So that we're clear. She declared she was in love with my fiance, denied my humanity, and told me she was better suited and deserved him because of it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree with everything everyone was saying. As far as uninvite her, but deal with the family stuff later. Like, it takes some working through. It takes some conversations. I mean, you could cut off. You could do the whole cut off thing, but I feel like the step before the cut off, the step before the disengage, is an attempt to find common ground in an otherwise unfortunate situation, right? It's different with strangers, but I feel like you guys are siblings, and there is a way to work through it, and there is a way to own who you are and love who you are, and allow people to be who they are and still love you. She cannot like something and love you. She cannot agree with something and love you. She can be jealous and envious and want what you have and love you. So I think that's another subject, but give her the opportunity to love you. You get what I'm saying? Give her the opportunity to be your sister who happens to disagree with XYZ. And you allow yourself to be a brother who stands in their truth and stands in their love and stands in their relationship, and not give a fuck about what sister thinks, but love her anyway. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if that's coming out right. Yeah, I really do feel like there's a middle ground. And I didn't used to feel this way. I think that learning the complexities of the human mind and emotions and the chemical relation to emotions really changed my outlook on a lot of things. But I would say, like most people are saying, to uninvite her from the wedding, enjoy your day, let some time go by, and then try to revisit the conversation, because I feel like there is a middle ground there. There's some understanding and some love that can still be shared between you two. It's just a matter of where she's at with it completely. Once the emotions have passed, once the excitement has died down, how does she genuinely feel about you as a person? How does she really feel about your transition? How does she really feel about the trans community as a whole? You get what I'm saying? Because you have to consider all those things, and then understand that at the core of people being people, they are entitled to those feelings. And it's okay. It's okay. I love you. I know how you feel about me. That's not going to change anything I'm doing. And goodbye. You get what I'm saying? Like, we can it's not really a big deal. It really isn't. And I know it's like there are a lot of these comments like, oh, her transphobia this, and the parents transphobia that, or they're supporting her transphobic behavior. All they're doing is allowing their daughter to be their daughter. Like, they can't change her mind. So allow your daughter to be your daughter, allow your son to be your son, and love them both. It's like, if the daughter does show some transphobia, is the parent supposed to hate them? No. You don't have to hate them. You don't have to agree with them, but you don't have to hate them. So it's just a matter of not even finding a way to make it work, but really just leaving space for it to work. Or not. And be okay either way. Because you got your man. You are the man. And that's it. That's all that matters. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do you think the sister should be invited? Do you think the sister should be cut off for life? Do you think the parents are wrong for not intervening more? What do you think? And how would you respond? Like, how would you respond to knowing that your sister or your brother is in love with your fiance and feels like they're the better choice than you? It's one thing for my sibling to love my fiance, but then be like, but they're happy together. My sister's great. They're gonna be great together. ... But to be in love and think that they're choosing wrong and think you got more to offer and all up in my face telling me like, oh, you're so great, your life is so great, I'm so happy for you guys, and the whole time you hate it, yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for your support. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure that you do subscribe. Let me know more of what you guys want to see. Do you like the Reddits? Do you like the TikTok story times? Are there things that I should see that I know nothing about? All of my social media pages are tagged below, along with an area where you can submit your own anonymous stories. You can submit confessions, you can ask for advice, you can pretty much say whatever you want to say to me anonymously. So I am looking forward to reading those. Yeah, thank you all so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.